Okay, guys, so this is a tarot reading for the lost and lonely. If you are lost and you can't figure out what to do and you need answers and you are slightly lonely, you could be a Virgo. But feeling like I'm on my own, I'm lost and I need guidance for tarot, then this is a reading for you. So let's see. Any information that you want the lost and lonely to hear. So we've got yes, but I am seeing someone. So you might be in some kind of third-party situation or interested in someone else's partner, or they're interested in yours. This is my own deck. We will do some tarot afterwards, but I just want to see if there are any messages that may relate to you. So for the lost and lonely, any messages? So we've got new soulmate. So some of you could have gone from a past karmic soulmate into a new karmic soulmate and you're still just as lost. Some of you don't want to lose the person that you're connected to, and you may not be getting on with them so well, and you kind of think that I really want someone new, but I can't, so I'm just going to go back to the old way, like old behavior of possibly connecting to an ex-husband or a wife or an old karmic soulmate that you are connected to, and you are kind of caught between two paths, not knowing which one in order to choose. This might be someone that you're watching that is interested, that you're interested in, but there's been a lot of this person always seems to come up and find another person and then sort of disregard you as a person of an option. And then there's this energy of where the one that I really want is always with another person, or we just don't seem to get on. Let's see. For the lost and lonely. So we've got, I hide my true feelings and intentions from you. Some of you are like being played like a fiddle, Dave. You've got this person that may not be new that you're connected to, and they hide their true feelings and intentions from you. And there's a lot of 9 and 2s, which is gaslighting, confusion, probably narcissism, like could be also mental health. 9 is also a mental health card. This can also, because there's a few messages here. Some of you might feel lost and lonely because the person that you are yourself or connected to has things like bipolar, ADHD, emotional distance, feeling emotionally lost because my partner is slightly distant and I don't know how to reconnect with them. I don't know how to cope with a person that also has mental health issues. Okay, which means that they're not really hiding their true intentions. It means that you just possibly can't figure it out because they have mental health and you possibly don't, which can lead to people that have ADHD and have other like bipolar or kind of situations that are going on with mental health, can lead them to have like this spontaneous outburst of emotion that keeps you attached to them and promising you certain things. And then they go back to being emotionally distant, emotionally vacant. They look for their next high, which is a dopamine rush. And then it leads them in order to possibly look for another male or female in order to get their fix, like an instant gratification fix. Okay. Somebody could also be on drugs or circumcised. Someone could be circumcised. Someone could be Jewish. But yeah, there's this energy of where you could have gone through the ringer with this person, hiding their feelings, hiding their intentions. You don't know what they're going to do next. This could be someone watching for you guys. Let's see, for the lost and lonely. This connection will get stronger, but is it a karmic one? You could be dealing with an Aquarius Leo energy. Yes, we will. We need to keep this a secret. Someone's playing someone here. It's kind of like you might be talking to an ex energy of someone that you've been like breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, talking to each other on a very vacant kind of level. And then there's this energy of where you don't trust this person because you believe or you know. This is a 2, so it requires knowing, not intuition. Intuition can trick you and fool you, especially when you've been through a ringer of person of distrusting. But it can be where you are talking to someone that you shouldn't really be talking to because people are kind of like, oh, I knew you'd get back together. I knew that this would happen. I knew you would end up seeing them again after saying that you would never get back together again, but all of a sudden you've done it. And now it's led one of you or both of you in order to now keep it it a secret that you're actually still talking to one another, and there isn't really a third energy there. There's just the fact that what we're hiding it from is parents, family, friends, people that gave me advice and told me, this person's not good for you. She or he is going to do this. So you're wasting your time, keep trying to fix this person because you can't. So you're now realizing that you can't talk to anybody because you're going through the ringer, and you have to now find that certain someone, and it leads you in order to try and figure out what it is, and you're lost, right? Completely lost. That's if you are not in a third party that you know of or may be aware of. Now, if you are aware of, then obviously we need to keep this a secret, is the fact that they are either talking to someone else and you know about it, or you think that they are because this has happened in the past and you now have trust issues of trusting this person again, or Justin or Julian or Jason or Justin or Jackie or Jack. The fact that I now have to keep this a secret from the person that I'm connecting with, because I'm actually playing people off with other people, and I want to see this one and that one and that one, and I don't know which one to be with, and I have to keep it a secret from everybody, because if I tell this person that I'm seeing someone else, I won't have that person. And if I tell them, they'll dump me as well, and I'll end up on my own. And I will end up lost and lonely because I'll have no option, because everybody would have realized who I am, right? So, you know, taking advisement of options and things that could be going on. Don't just look at these cards, man. You know, just listen to what I'm actually saying, that I'm feeling about this reading, if it relates to you or not. So a knot could be a third party, and it could also be Pisces or Life Path 3 energies somewhere. So let's see. For the lost and lonely, one more card, and then we'll do the tarot. Brain fog, ADHD, and number 7, Cancerian or Life Path 7. So brain fog is obviously people that are suffering through mental health. Okay, now being a person that has ADHD and mental health myself, okay, I know a lot of you also have that, and I know a lot of people that have ADHD are also emotionally blamed for being distant. So, you know, it by everybody in life, really. But I'm also hearing the name Brian, and then William, and also fog, as in the old smoke, as in like London or England, like London, Britain. Brittany, Brian. Anyway, so brain fog, confusion, possible signs of ADHD here, possible signs of instant gratification, spontaneous outbursts of connecting with other people whilst in a connection. Maybe sexual desire can also be here as well. Now, if you are not dealing in any kind of third party, then the brain fog kind of comes down to this: I hide my true feelings and intentions from you because I possibly have other options, and so on and so forth. So let's see. So give me a tarot card reading now, please, for the lost and lonely. For the lost and lonely that need advice. So, 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, could be something going on at work. Someone that you want to communicate with and talk with about working on this commitment that you may have with this person. Someone to come forward. Some of you could have family with this person, like children, and you're kind of working on it for now. Some of you, if you've been caught in a third-party situation relating to the first story of where I hide my true feelings and intentions from you, is the fact that the person that keeps splitting up and getting back together, they end up keep working on their connection that leads you as a third party to keep waiting for them. For the lost and lonely, so you got the devil, toxic situations, maybe a Capricorn or Gemini. Some of you are getting on really well with this person here. There's just this ultimate toxic behavior that keeps going on around your connection. This is like Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, talking. Friend or becoming a person. Now, some of you, if you are not relating to my cards at all, or Michael or Melissa, if you're not relating to this cards at all, but you are these, this is possibly someone new soulmate, new person. Could be have Capricorn in their chart and water in their chart here. Leo, Aquarian energies, Gemini, Capricorn, 6s, 8s, okay. So let's see for the lost and lonely, why do they have the 8 of Wands? Somebody's coming towards someone in order to communicate. This person could actually be at a distance, like they possibly don't live with you and you have to communicate with them somehow via multimedia. They could be visiting. If they're not visiting, it's just someone that's at a distance. Okay, someone that could be single. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Two of Wands in reverse. The Hangman, sorry, the whole deck is in reverse. Rebecca, well, it's kind of like, well, are you working on it with this person? Are you single or not? Not, Pisces. And it's like, well, I'm sort of working on it, but not. I believe someone's talking to someone new here that may or may not be, that doesn't really want to reveal that they're caught in something. Because it's like someone doesn't know whether somebody is seeing someone or not, or CC, but they don't know if someone's seeing someone or not until they ask. It's like communication about what have you been doing, what you're up to, are you seeing anybody kind of stuff here. So for a lot of you, you may be interested in someone new, but you don't know whether they're single because you possibly haven't spoke to them, but just someone that you're interested in. Friend or lover. Six of Swords. So yeah, you're going to have to reach out. There's possible two energies here. There's two people that are thinking about one another. You might have children together. You might have kids together, and that's the thing that's kind of keeping you stuck in this toxic situation. But the pages are like distant, not really talking to each other, trying to get to know each other again, or texting. It can also be text messaging. What's the Devil? Because it's kind of like I'm thinking about someone, but I don't know whether to reach out to them. So if you guys have been kind of waiting for someone, it feels like they don't know whether to reach out to you. But it could be you. I always say if you're watching tarot and you really want to communicate with someone, then be that person that communicates, right? Because you have to have confidence in order to reach out and talk to someone. What's the Knight of Cups here for? Because this should be talking, maybe to a karmic ex, but it's like refused cup. Like I'm refusing in order to accept it. But if you don't reach out, it's a missed opportunity. It's still asking someone to reach out. What's the Queen of Cups? Because the Queen of Cups in reverse is an unknown energy of whether this person will accept it or not. Someone needs to have confidence. Some of you are still dealing with like a very controlled environment of an ex, and you're not speaking to them, just on now and again terms. And it might be because you have children. That's the only reason you're kind of talking. And there's a lot of, this is also mental health. It's like brain fog, confusion, mental health, depression, ADHD, bipolar. It's obviously narcissism and control, gaslighting and ghosting. But it's also like someone that you might meet or talk to that is suffering through PTSD, like, oh, I'm still getting over my past. Like, I'm still connected to my ex. I'm still waiting for my twat flame. I'm not ready to move on yet. I'm easily triggered and, I'm still trying to get over things, so on and so forth. And I don't quite know my mind yet. So I might not be ready in order to actually be with anybody. I might just want to be on my own, and I've got to get over trust issues and certain things going on in my life. Could be a life path 5, Sag Taurus energy. Because there's a certain amount of PTSD there, and what there is denial, or Daniel, or denial. But there's a certain amount of denial here, meaning that I don't want to be connected to my karmic ex, but I can't seem to get away from the connection that I've got with them. And because I can't break that cycle of wanting to actually be with, I'm actually trying to meet someone new, but I just can't. Like there doesn't seem to be anyone new. I can remember when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I was so fed up with being connected to the very first person I was ever karmically connected to that led me to my spiritual awakening that took so long in order to get through, that I just wanted that to be over and stop being connected to the person and physically be able to move on and physically just find anybody, really, just someone. And I couldn't. Like everybody that I would meet just ended up being really karmic, not interested. I couldn't find my ground. I couldn't stand my ground. I hadn't really learned enough. I hadn't found comfort within my own self and being comfortable with just spending time on my own and not really bothered or looking for a relationship, and just getting on with life. And it took ages, and I kept being in denial, thinking, well, if I just meet someone new, that will stop me from being with this, connected to this other person. And then if there's someone new that I met didn't work out, I would soon think, well, the only option I've got left is to really still keep hoping that this my old connection is going to be the actual real one, and the twin flame, the soulmate, the one that I'm supposed to be with. And it took ages in order to realize that that wasn't the one, that was really karmic. And after quite a few years, the awakening, the karmic awakening that I was having subsided, and then, blah, blah, blah. And then you come out of it and you connect with other people and so on and so forth. So I think some of you are on that early stage of not wanting to be connected to this person any longer, but still connected to them, but wanting them to change, but they won't. And you're kind of lost with like, is this really my actual person that I'm supposed to be waiting for and give chances to, and chance after chance after chance? And I really want to meet someone new, but I just can't. And then I end up still connected to the ex person, and I really want to move on, but I can't, and I'm lost. Like, Virgo also like represents lost and whatnot, and I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place of like the children that I may have with this person, and the PTSD and the trauma that it's caused, and the trust issues, and wanting to still work on it, but I don't want to. But it's like that. Okay, so there's your lost and lonely reading. Let's give you some advice of what Spirit is saying. Any advice for the lost and lonely? So we've got, yes, just have fun for now and not get too tied down. The Fool. Leave yourself open. So the only way you learn is to be open. If you are blocked and you are guarded and you have trust issues and you will not forget the past and you can't drop it, you will not be able to carry on with life because you won't let anybody in. So you have to have overcome a lot of things in life, and you have to remain open. Because if you're not, the possibilities of like you being able to detach yourself from anything, if you're not open, if you're guarded, there's something to attach to. If you're guarded, if you're not guarded, there's nothing to attach to. It can't harm you. It can't. Energy just doesn't. But you have to remain open, which means that you have to really not give a shit. Not in a bad way. Like, you can't blame. There's loads of videos I could kind of guide you on, but you have to remain open to the possibilities of certain things, because if you're guarded and protected and have trust issues and you blame, there's energy to grab onto that would more than likely be dark, and that would mean that you would have a hell of a lot of lessons to go. So when you start worrying about being hurt and manipulated and lied to, you have a lot of dark energy in order to attract the same energy. So you have to be at a certain level in order to have gone through a lot, in order for it to be used to it. Okay, which means that you've learned. So let's see. Any other advice? So maybe there are more insights to be gained, I told you, or learn, before jumping back into the game too soon. Make sure this situation is what you truly desire, the Hangman. 3. So it could be Pisces or a life path 3 or a third party. But there can be a lot of this energy of trust issues that is here that Spirit's trying to tell you is that kind of the same or opposite of what I was saying to you. In order to be sure of someone from Ireland, but in order to be sure, you have to be open. In order to be open, you have to have forgot the past and dropped it. You cannot keep bringing up the past into the future, meaning, well, you're going to do this again. You've always done this. You've always left me. You've always ghosted me. You've always cheated on. Okay, I'm still holding you accountable because I'm hurt by what happened to me in the past, which means that you haven't forgot it. So what it's saying to you is, before actually connecting back to this person, just make sure that it's what you want and it's not what they want, right? They're asking you, can we reconcile? Can we get back together? Can we talk? Can we blah, blah, blah? Are you 100% sure that it's what you want and not what they want, okay? Because it can be a spontaneous... Now, this could be advice for them, okay? But there could be this spontaneous energy of like, well, you're all right now, but have you completely obliterated and just forgot about how I feel and what I've gone through in life? And are you now back and, well, I've changed, I'm okay? Why are you not? Why can't you just forget the past? Well, I can't literally just forget the past like that, can I? Because there's so much happened. It might be easy for you to do it, but it's not easy for me to do that. So what Spirit is saying to you is for one of you, there is more insights to be gained before jumping back right into this game with this person quite soon. A game. Michael Douglas, 5. Life Path 5, Sag Taurus. Right, that's my Michael Douglas, the game. Mind games, manipulation, blah, blah, blah. Right? So, the game. Before we jump straight back in and go through the same cycle again, over again, and do it, should we not just take our time and see what happens before we go diving straight back in and letting everybody know that we're all back together and everything's fine, and start posting it on social media and, just make sure that it's what you want and it's not just what the other person wants. I think that's what Spirit is trying to advise you on. Okay? Now, if you're like, well, that's what I want, Dave, and I can't fucking wait to get this person into bed, well, then, like I said, man, it's probably the other person that probably has to really consider it first. Okay? So, there you go. There's your Lost and Lonely reading. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and watch the end videos, because they will come up on the screen and they will pop up all over the place because of the audience retention, and it really helps me out if you watch another video. Okay? So, thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.